So from doing sports for most of my life and doing CrossFit for 10 years, I've discovered that there are certain foods that you just do not eat before working out. And there are foods that have made me feel like a superhero in my workout. Everyone is different, obviously, but there are some general rules of what is good to consume before working out and what isn't. So here are the foods that have ruined my workout. As a rule of thumb, you do not want to eat any sort of fat anytime before working out. They say within an hour, but for me, there are certain foods that even if I eat it 2 hours before working out, it will make me feel sick. The first one is salmon. Salmon is very high in fat and very rich, and it has a lot of health benefits, a lot of good fats, and a lot of vitamins, but it is something that has ruined my workouts before eating it. Even when I've eaten it 2 hours before working out, it has still wrecked my workout. I will just feel sick the whole time. I can feel it in my stomach, and I would highly not recommend eating it at all. Just don't eat it before working out. It's great to eat it for dinner after everything's done and you're about to spend 12 hours digesting, 8 hours sleeping. That's all fine, but it has so many oils. It's a fatty fish and it has these fatty oils that comes out of it, and it's just overall just a really, really rich food that I will never eat before working out again. The second one is peanut butter. Peanut butter has wrecked my workouts because similar to salmon, it is high in fat and so rich. Peanut butter has this strong after effect where it just sits in my stomach and I can feel it and it weighs me down. I feel like it slows me down. I feel like it makes me feel nauseous. And actually, I've heard from a lot of people that they like to eat peanut butter before working out. Maybe they're eating way less than me. I'm not sure, but I have heard people will like to eat a peanut butter sandwich or peanut butter and toast before working out. And I think if you make it like a really thin layer of peanut butter on the toast with some honey or jam or something, then it's okay. But whenever I've had peanut butter, whether it's in a sandwich or mixed in with yogurt or something, it just does not sit well, and I'd rather just not risk it. So I do not have peanut butter before working out. The third one is eggs. Eggs is another one that just sits in my stomach and it doesn't digest well. It's not as high in fat as other things such as peanut butter and salmon, but it is high protein, and protein also takes a while to digest. So eating eggs has not made me feel my best, my fastest. It just hasn't been my favorite go-to meal before working out. And once again, just does not sit in my stomach that well. So those are my three main ones. I think I wanted to list those because those are highly recommended foods and they're very healthy, but I think that there can be some misunderstanding on what's healthy and what's good to eat right before working out. The foods that have worked really well with me over the past several years are, as a rule of thumb recommended, is you want to eat high carbs. High carbs, easy to digest, low fat, and lower in protein before working out. The specific foods that have worked well for me before working out is, especially in the morning, this was like a savior to me because I am, first of all, not a morning person and I do not like to work out in the mornings. But if I have this iced coffee to look forward to that gives me this boost of energy, and then the carbs that also adds to the fuel that your muscles need to work out, it is a game changer, and it does just give me this, it wakes me up and it wakes up my body to do the movement that I need to do in the mornings. Now, unnatural powdered carbs is not something I would recommend you eat all the time. Now, there's a purpose for these things. There's a purpose for these supplements. So when they're made in this form, the supplemental form, it's purely to help your body when it's working out. It's not like a high nutrient way of consuming carbs. When you're just eating a meal, you want to eat whole food carbs, so grains or sweet potatoes or vegetables or whatever. But this is purely for the purpose of giving our body the energy that it needs right before working out. I know that there's a lot of questions about taking supplements such as powdered carbs and things like that, and is it healthy? And like I said, I wouldn't recommend taking it all the time and using it as your actual carb. But if it's just a once a day thing where you're taking it before workout for that purpose, then it's not going to hurt you as long as you're buying it from a good company that doesn't use bad ingredients or artificial ingredients or anything like that. Another favorite go-to snack before working out is toast with honey. That combination has just worked so well for me. And apparently people will use honey as an actual pre-workout. Like instead of taking an energy drink or something, honey has shown to be a really good pre-workout that sustains you throughout longer workouts and provides that energy that you need throughout longer workouts. It's a really quick way to get sugar that has some nutrients and antioxidants in it that our body absorbs and uses throughout our workout. The third one is dates. I guess I could call this category fruit, but I'm not the biggest fruit person, but I do love dates. So one thing is that I've really loved is just taking a few bites of dates and adding in like a tiny bit of cream cheese. And I know that's high in fat, but not adding that much. But putting in a little cream cheese in the middle and then eating like 1 or 2 dates has been a huge game changer for me and has helped me have sustained energy in my workouts and just felt really good. Like I didn't feel heavy at all. I felt energetic and ready to work out because dates are a really good source of sugar. They are high in sugar, but they have the fiber in them that gives you this sustained release of the sugar into your body and not spiking your blood sugar. So here are 2 lists of foods that generally are good to eat before working out and foods that are not, to give you an idea, especially if you didn't like the ones that I listed or if something else might work better for you. I hope this was helpful and I'll see you in the next video.